You might think your biggest threat after 60 is cancer or heart disease. But what if I told you it starts with your alarm clock and your bedroom curtains? Most men lose over 1% of their testosterone every year after 30. But the real danger isn't the number, it's what happens when it drops quietly. Millions of men wake up tired, foggy, weaker, blaming age. But one hidden habit is draining your manhood faster than you think. Low testosterone isn't just about sex drive. It's a slow decay that's easy to ignore until one day you barely recognize yourself. It increases belly fat, weakens your bones, shrinks your muscle, slows your thinking, and quietly, it raises your risk for prostate problems. In fact, a growing number of studies show low testosterone is connected to early cognitive decline, metabolic syndrome, fatigue, even mild depression. You may have felt this. The extra weight that won't budge, mood shifts that catch you off guard. The workouts that used to feel easy now feel like a chore. Most guys chalk it up to getting older, but aging isn't the enemy. Not doing anything about it is. Men over 60 can lose their edge faster than they should, but here's the good news. It's reversible. Naturally, if we catch it early enough. And surprisingly, the very first step might not be a supplement, a gym, or a hormone clinic. It starts with something completely free. One group of researchers noticed something strange. Men who worked outdoors had up to 60% higher testosterone than those who didn't. Why? It wasn't because they lifted more weights or ate better. It was because of the sun. More specifically, early morning sunlight. In just a few seconds, I'll explain exactly how 20 minutes in the morning light can reawaken dormant energy, naturally boost testosterone, and even help protect your prostate. But first, let's talk about what's really happening inside your body after 60. Testosterone doesn't just drop all at once. It starts fading slowly as early as your 30s, but between 60 and 70, the decline steepens. And the signs are subtle. You wake up groggy instead of energized. Workouts don't hit the same. Libido fades into the background. Mental spark feels a little dull. Why? Because testosterone isn't just the man hormone. It's more like the conductor of an orchestra directing energy, strength, metabolism, memory. When that drops, everything else plays out of tune. But here's where it gets interesting. Testosterone doesn't just float in out of nowhere. Your body has a 24-hour clock, your circadian rhythm that controls when hormones rise and fall. And what's one of the most powerful ways to reset that clock each morning? Light. When your eyes catch natural morning sunlight, even indirect light, it signals the brain to wake up. Your hypothalamus, the control center, tells your body it's time. Guess what else it tells? Your testes. To start producing testosterone for the day. Think of it like this. Testosterone and melatonin, the sleep hormone, are on opposite schedules. When melatonin is up, testosterone stays low. Morning light flips the switch. But here's the problem. Most men over 60 spend nearly 90% of their time indoors. Wake up, blinds still closed. Flip on the phone, sip coffee under artificial light, and stay inside most of the day. At night, more blue light from screens, which tells your body to stay in night mode, confusing your internal clock. It's the perfect storm for hormonal confusion. In 2018, a study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found something alarming. Men who had lower daylight exposure had significantly lower testosterone, even after adjusting for diet, weight, and age. Just think about that. Two men the same age, eating roughly the same way. But one gets natural light in the morning, the other doesn't. One man's hormones start the day on full throttle, the other, stuck in park. Now here's what happens in the first 20 minutes of stepping outside, ideally within 30 minutes of waking. Even gentle light, not direct sun in your eyes, hits receptors behind your eyes and tells your master clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus, it's morning. That one signal kicks off a chain reaction. Dopamine starts rising. Melatonin shuts off. And your body begins producing testosterone for the day. At the same time, your skin starts synthesizing vitamin D, another powerful driver of hormone production. Low vitamin D? It's linked to low testosterone, and that, in turn, can contribute to fatigue, weight gain, and lower sex drive. So it's not just about the sun. It's about what that light triggers inside your body when timed right. Timing, by the way, is everything. Your body is most sensitive to morning light in the first hour or so after waking. After 10 a.m., the hormone boosting window begins to close fast. That means opening the blinds at noon or stepping out for a walk at 2 p.m. doesn't give you the same boost. It must be early. Men in Mediterranean cultures tend to keep their testosterone high even into their 70s. While diet and movement help, one overlooked factor is sunlight. When you live where morning light is regular and part of your routine, hormone signals stay sharp. That doesn't mean you need to move. It means you may need to adjust your morning routine, because the first light your eyes take in each day is like a switch. And it sets everything else strength, mood, metabolism, prostate health in motion. You don't have to be outside for an hour. Just 15-20 minutes of natural daylight. It can be walking the dog, drinking coffee on the porch, standing near a window if you can't get out. But make it count ideally within the first 30-60 minutes of waking. And remember, you don't need to wait until symptoms get worse. You can start giving your body back its natural rhythm and reclaim the energy and confidence that came with it. Because deep down, your body hasn't forgotten how to generate testosterone. It just needs the right signal. And that signal comes through your eyes each morning from the sky above. And here's what's even more surprising. Once your body starts getting that early light regularly, something else begins to shift. You may notice it quietly at first. You sleep better. Your cravings reduce. Your brain feels clearer in the morning. A retired fire chief named Ron shared how he started walking his dog at sunrise instead of the afternoon. Within a week, he said, I felt like I wasn't dragging a tractor behind me anymore. No pills. No new gym memberships. Just a different kind of morning habit. And here's why that matters. Consistency is where the magic happens. One sunny morning won't flip everything overnight. But 5, 10, 20 mornings in a row that can reset your internal rhythm. Think of building your testosterone like recharging a battery. It doesn't fill in one go. But with steady, daily input, your tank starts to refill. Now, let's address a thought a lot of guys have at this point. I live up north. It's cloudy most of the year. This doesn't apply to me, right? Actually, it still does. Even on an overcast morning, natural light is 10 to 100 times brighter than most indoor lighting. Your eyes can still catch enough light for your brain to react. Dr. Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist at Stanford, has emphasized this over and over. Your brain responds to light intensity, not just sunshine. So even if it's gray outside, standing by a window or stepping onto your porch still matters. It still counts. And what about winter months? You can supplement with a 10,000 lux light box. They're used for seasonal affective disorder, but studies suggest they may also support hormone regulation. Not a replacement for real sunlight, but a solid plan B during those darker months. Now I want you to imagine something. It's 3 weeks from now. Your mornings start to feel more alert. You get dressed with more purpose. You walk into your day with more energy, not slumped, but upright. You feel a subtle sense of momentum returning. That's not just emotional. That's biological. You're giving your body the right start the same way you'd warm up your car engine on a cold day. You're not forcing it. You're syncing with it. Here's another quick win to stack on top. Combine morning light with a little movement. Walk, stretch, light bodyweight work. That little burst of physical activity after light exposure may enhance dopamine production, which helps energy and testosterone stay elevated longer through the day. It doesn't need to be intense. In fact, intense morning workouts without enough fuel or sleep may stress some men after 60. But movement with light? That's like flipping 2 switches instead of 1. And while supplements and medications have a place, your base routine needs to be solid first. Otherwise, you're building on sand. A 2021 review in the journal Frontiers in Endocrinology pointed toward lifestyle interventions like light and sleep as foundational tools for hormonal health. Not frills. Foundations. And here's something else most men don't realize. Testosterone isn't just about energy and muscle. It's also deeply tied to your mood and overall confidence. Have you ever noticed how something small like getting a great night of sleep or accomplishing a task early in the day makes you feel more in control? That's your body responding to alignment. You're not trying to feel better. You just do. And this simple habit of early light helps create that. This is why men start to feel like themselves again. Not a totally new version, but the version that was always there, just covered by time, stress, and misaligned routines. It's not your fault if no one ever told you about this. Most guys never hear a doctor say, get morning light to lift your testosterone. But maybe they should, because the science is clear. And let's be honest, it feels good to do something proactive, especially when it doesn't cost a thing. No prescriptions, no appointments, no confusion. Just a simple shift in your first 20 minutes. That's what makes it so doable and powerful. I want you to try this tomorrow morning, before scrolling your phone, before turning on the TV. Step outside, face the sky, just breathe. Even 5 minutes is better than none. Do it again the next day, and the next. Stack the wins, because this is how real change begins quietly, without drama. Just one good choice made daily. And if the man he used to be feels far away right now, this is the first step back. In the next video, we'll talk about the second most important switch. You can flip one that involves your evening routine and may help your body actually hold on to the testosterone it produces in the morning. But for now, your mission is simple. Tomorrow morning, go to the light and help your body remember what it was built to do. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit like and subscribe, because in our next video, we're going to reveal the nighttime habit that may be secretly robbing your testosterone while you sleep. You won't want to miss it.